My name is Tracy Saunders, and I am an audiologist with Hearing Solutions. I am registered with CASLPO, the College of Audiologists and Speech-Language Pathologists of Ontario. Today we're going to talk about hearing aid batteries. We'll look at how to change them, how to store them, and other common questions. Hearing aid batteries come in 4 different sizes, so it's important to know which size is right for your hearing aid. They are color-coded, so find out which color you have. It might be yellow, orange, brown, or blue. So I have a pair of hearing aids here, and I happen to know, because my hearing healthcare provider told me, that the color of batteries is brown. So here is a packet of the brown size of hearing aid batteries. Most hearing aid batteries come in these little dial packs that spin around. To access and take out a battery, you're going to remove the pull tab at the back of the packaging. Once the pull tab is opened, you can place one of the hearing aid batteries in your hand. All hearing aid batteries have little pull tabs attached to them. This is because the battery is actually activated by air. As soon as you remove that pull tab, the battery becomes activated. So do not remove the pull tab until you're ready to start using the battery. After I remove the pull tab, it's important to let the hearing aid battery sit for about 2 minutes. That allows the air to get into the little holes and have the battery become activated. In my hearing aid here, I've got a battery that's no longer working. So I'm going to open the battery door and discard the old battery. Again, once 2 minutes has passed, I'm going to put the new battery into the hearing aid and close the battery door to turn it on. The battery door, which houses the battery itself, acts as the on-off switch of your hearing aid. So when we open the battery door and disconnect the circuitry, the hearing aid is off. When you take your hearing aid out of your ear at nighttime, it's important to turn the hearing aid off. That way you save the battery. In the mornings, when you're going to put the hearing aid on your ear and start listening for the day, you'll close that battery door and the hearing aid will turn on. Batteries for hearing aids should be stored at room temperature. They normally have a long shelf life, about 2 to 3 years, and storing them at room temperature is optimal for the battery's life. We often get asked if the battery should be stored in the refrigerator, and the answer for hearing aid batteries is actually no. Hearing aid batteries should not be stored in the refrigerator because some moisture could get into those little holes behind the tab of the hearing aid battery. So room temperature would be best. It's important to note that hearing aid batteries actually have 2 different sides to them, and you need to know which side is up. So I'm going to take an example of the orange battery now and take it out of the package. When you remove the sticker off the battery, the sticker always comes off the flat side of the battery. That's actually called the positive side. So notice that one side of the battery is entirely flat. The other side of the battery has a little lip to it, or almost like a ridge. So there's one raised side and one flat side. It's important to know and ask your hearing healthcare provider which way is the best way to insert your hearing aid battery into your hearing aid. If it's not inserted correctly, the hearing aid won't work. So I happen to know that when I put this battery in this hearing aid, the flat side needs to go up, which I've done, and now my hearing aid will be able to work. Another common question about hearing aid batteries is how long they last. The answer really depends on the type of hearing aid battery you have, the type of hearing aid you have, and also the number of hours that you're going to wear your hearing aid for. The smallest type of battery is the yellow battery. The yellow battery is the smallest and therefore doesn't last very long. Someone who's going to use their hearing aid all day long will probably only get about 4 or 5 days out of this type of hearing aid battery. The other 3 hearing aid batteries will likely last you about 7 to 10 days. But again, it really all depends on your hearing loss, the hearing aid you're using, and the number of hours of use each day. About a week, we say on average. Some of our patients who have issues with their fingers, perhaps some dexterity issues or arthritis, may find handling these tiny hearing aid batteries a little bit difficult. Certainly, I can assure you that it will get better with time and practice, but that being said, there's a couple of tricks to consider using. First of all, like I said, practice makes perfect, so the more you do it, the better you'll be at it. One trick may be to ask a friend or a family member to help you, somebody who doesn't have any issues with their dexterity. Another trick, though, involves the use of a magnet. All hearing aids come with little cleaning kits, and they will include a magnetic device of some sort. In this case, I've got a little stick with a magnet on the end. Now, hearing aid batteries are magnetic, so I can use this little tool to easily remove the battery from the hearing aid. Another thing to consider is the size of the battery. As you can see, and as we've discussed, there's 4 different sizes. Certainly the bigger sizes are going to be the easier to handle. So it's important to talk to your hearing healthcare provider about finding the right hearing aid battery size and the right hearing aid size that's going to work best with your dexterity. Ultimately, we want you to be using these hearing aids every single day with great success, and we want to do whatever we can to get you there. I'm Tracy Saunders, audiologist with Hearing Solutions. Thanks for listening today and learning all about batteries. We'll see you soon.